cover that one next week.
Milan had quite a fun game last night against Torino, which we should watch back after.
Yes,
actually.
yeah.
A 2-2.
I watched it.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
Torino were quite enjoyable. I like a team that's flawed, but also quite good.
Yeah.
More than
also has an English goalkeeper. That's just, why is he playing for them? Because obviously Claudio Bravo is garbage. I don't care if he can't play with his feet. He's much better at saving.
Well, this is true. And also, if you were Joe Hart now, just
why would you go back?
Just stay in Torino.
Yeah.
I would. He's won the league. He's won all the domestic stuff in England.
Yep.
He's England's number one anyway.
Get a bit of culture.
Become a hero for a middling Italian team with a great history. Oh, amazing!
Not even middling. They're Europa League.
Europa League pushing. Yeah. That was good. That was quite fun. Did you watch any of Fiorentina Juve as well?
Yes. Very enjoyable. Old Paulo, they say he's going to be out the door pretty soon.
Who?
Paulo Dybala.
Oh, it sounds like he's being forced. What do you mean? Where's he going? Where's he going to go?
Well, apparently he wants to go somewhere, not at Juve anymore.
Oh, Real Madrid.
No, it wasn't something. It was. I saw it in the Guardian. I can't remember.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I can't remember who, but he's like, I want to leave.
Imagine me, Juventus, and going, I want to move to a bigger team. Paulo, why don't you fuck off?
Paulo, you make $120,000 a week. Why don't you go fuck yourself?
Oh, I know. I don't know. What are these people like? But I do enjoy it as well. I know they said it on the Guardian podcast and stuff. I do enjoy as Federico Chiesa playing for Fiorentina, though.
I don't know what that means.
It makes me feel old. His dad was an excellent player, sort of mid to late 90s Serie A, Enrico Chiesa.
Okay.
He was very good for Sampdoria, Parma, and Fiorentina as well.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just nice to see his offspring popping up in the future, which is now the present.
It is fun when that happens.
Yeah.
Oh, we forgot to mention Claude Makelele. Did we mention that last week?
No, probably not. Maybe. Did we? Can't remember.
We're moving on from Italian football, which I know Dave hates.
What? I do hate moving on from Italian football.
Claude Makelele on the Swan staff. Can you whip any of those midfielders into shape, you think? Do they have a Claude Makelele type in their
team,
ranks?
in their squad?
Like
no.
The one that can play that kind of position?
No. I don't think so.
Either.
I don't know anyone that's got the kind of positional discipline or the strength
or the awareness.
Yeah, the reading of the anticipation. Yeah. I don't think so. No.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I don't know who it could be. I'm trying to think if they could. I think Mike Van der Hoorn could be converted into a ginger Makelele.
It'd have to be somebody tiny. I guess Leon Britton kind of does that, but he's more of a...
If you go in the gym, put on 50 pounds in pure muscle, he could be a little bulldog type. Yeah, come on! Yeah, that'd be amazing. Somewhat unrealistic.
The English Makelele, Leon Britton. Well,
some fun stuff out there.
That's probably it for this week. Dave, you want to come over at 6:30 in the morning for Swansea Liverpool?
Was that the early one? Is it?
I'll have the coffee on.
I'm not going to commit to that right now, or ever. That's a bit bold, isn't it?
Why not?
Because
maybe I'll have a Guinness waiting for you.
Because
we'll crack up a couple Guinness for the morning.
You see, I love that in principle, but the thing is, right? We're married now.
What if I pick you up?
No, there's not that. I imagine if 6:30 on a Saturday morning, and one of Rachel's friends come over and they start drinking and watching TV in the living room, I'd be devastated.
No, Lindsay doesn't care. She can't even hear because we have the fan going upstairs. This is honest. This is honest to God.
Oh, okay.
She can't hear us downstairs if we're not talking loudly. When she when I go to bed early and she has the TV on, and she usually has it at volume 16, and I watch the Swansea games at volume 7.
Yeah.
Because they're in the morning and she's sleeping because she works at night.
Yeah.
She can't hear anything. So.
All right. Well, let's consider it.
Well, I'll come swing by and get you. Oh, also Friday.
Go on.
We're having.
This is necessary for on-air chat, I
Yeah.
guess.
If it's not raining, we're having a bonfire. So come on over.
Oofed?
Because it's supposed to be high 40s, so it's good bonfire weather.
Scorchio, I would say.
Mm-hmm. So if it's not raining in January, which is really weird, why would I mention rain?
Why would it rain? Yeah,
it's supposed to be -5 degrees out.
Let's enjoy it.
we're gonna have a fire. So
that sounds good. I was going to ask you though, any other games you're excited about this weekend? I'm thinking of one in particular.
Tottenham, Man City.
No, Aberdeen, Stranraer.
Oh, they're back.
I'm bullshitting. That's going to be rubbish.
Is it a cup game or is it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Stranraer.
I don't know. I don't know who the hell that is.
Stranraer.
I don't pay attention to that crap country.
Hey, listen. The cup's important, yeah? I'm all in on domestic cups, you know that.
We don't have James Madison anymore. What are you going to do?
Last time...
Or is it James Madison?
Wes Burns left as well.
Yeah, Wes Burns is gone. Back to Bristol City.
Theo. Doesn't matter. Nice hair, though.
Yeah.
We haven't won the Scottish Cup since 1990, so it would be quite nice to...
Get in there again.
Haven't been to the final even since the year 2000, which...
The year 2000.
I know. As you recall, that was the year that... back in the day, you'd only have 3 subs in the Scottish Cup. So a lot of teams would gamble and not put a
you mean like you can only have...
You have 3 on the bench.
You can only have 14 players?
Yeah. So a lot of
Jesus!
So you would...
What is that?
I know, it's so backwards, right? So you'd gamble and have 3 outfielders on the bench, of course.
It's like a JV high school team.
Exactly. So in the final, obviously, we start off the game. So our legendary goalkeeper Jim Leighton, of course, he'd been a stalwart for years.
Yeah.
Scotland legend as well as Aberdeen legend. His final game, 2 minutes in, Rod Wallace of Rangers goes in to challenge him for the ball.
Does it cruciate?
Breaks his jaw. So we played the entire Scottish Cup final with Robbie Winters, a striker, in goal.
He must have been unhappy.
And we did not win. I remember he made it 0-0. He actually made a save. It was really funny. He made a save. Like someone hit one from the edge of the box, and he fingertipped it onto the bar and over. And everyone went, "Oh my god, this might happen!" And then they won 4-0 and went, Never mind. One of the guys on the bench that day, Hicham Zerouali, would have turned 40 yesterday.
Oh yeah, you wanted to talk about that.
Oh, not really. Just wanted to
just want to acknowledge it. Yeah.
Shout out to Hicham Zerouali.
I don't know a magician.
I don't know who a Swansea cult hero is.
Can you believe I know that?
I know. I love it.
Cult hero?
Yeah, he's like a
Alan Curtis is like the man.
But I don't know if you ever listened to the Aberdeen podcast. I do the Bind Them In podcast.
Ferry Bodie, maybe.
Well, yeah, maybe that sort of guy. But like someone, it doesn't. Well, the Buy Them In podcast had a nice bit because they interviewed a guy called Lee Richardson, who is another Aberdeen cult hero.
Okay.
But in his intro, he was saying how a cult hero has no. It's not determined by if there's any success when they're there, or longevity, or
just who the fans love.
Yeah, exactly. They just have that instant connection.
How about Michu?
Yeah, maybe.
He was the guy that had he came in, started banging in goals right away, but they loved him anyway because he loved Swansea. So that's like a Michu.
Yeah.
It would be like Zerouali.
Yeah. But he was like a guy, he couldn't speak the language, but he always played with a smile on his face. Mm-hmm. He was dazzling with his skills. My favourite moment is...
11 Aberdeen goals.
Yeah, it's not that... In my mind, he scored hundreds. But it's weird, though, because he joined in 99.
Was he a winger or a midfield player?
No, he was kind of like... I guess now he'd be like a second striker. You'd probably...
Oh, okay.
If you're playing your 4-2-3-1 now, you'd probably play him...
number 10.
I think he was left-footed, so you'd kind of pop him on the wing, cut again, that kind of... Okay. He was like a drifter.
Okay.
But he signed in 99 in December, and I was there for his debut at home to Hearts. He came off the bench and set up 2 goals and a 3-1 win. I remember all the wins that year because we only won 6 games all season. Finished last. Don't worry about it.
You got relegated?
No, Falkirk had a problem with their ground, so we stayed up. Never been relegated.
Oh my god.
Shitey Brockville. But this guy was amazing, and so many fun things.
So many things you owe to Falkirk.
I remember in a cup replay against Cally Thistle, we were winning 1-0, and they were lower division at the time, so we were expected to get humiliated because we were shit. And we were 1-0 up, and at one point we had a nice move down the wing, pulled it back. He had basically the whole goal to shoot at. So his idea, because it was slightly behind him, the cross, so he just lay down, lean forward, and try to rabona it into the top corner like that.
On his all fours?
Yeah, just kind of lean forward and sort of flick it in.
What?
And the keeper saved it, but it didn't matter because it was amazing. I love the fact,
the creativity.
Yeah, this guy's got the balls to do that. Like most people would stand up and just score the goal.
Yeah,
but he didn't. I like that. He also
scored show off.
One of my other favourite goals. I'm just going to zero rant. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
But we had
I love how they call him Zero.
Well, you had the
that's
squad,
his nickname,
his
right?
second season.
They got rid of it though, didn't they?
They gave him the squad number 0, but he broke his ankle like 2 games into the season. He was out, and then he was number 11, which is boring.
Well, they called him numbers, but didn't the Scottish FA and the FA, English FA, they outlawed the number 0.
Yeah, but he had it for the year, and then they changed it. I guess.
Yeah.
He's the reason 47 is in my original email address as well. That was his initial squad number.
Trombone Shorty, was that?
No.
Wee Davy.
No, I'll tell you off air. Don't worry about it. But we played Hibs in one game.
Jesse Day
right?
47.
There you go. It was as I told the Apple girl the other day. But we had that. We played Hibs, and it was 0-0 on stoppage time. We got a penalty when 1-0 up. Then from kickoff, they got a corner. Their keeper went up. Oh. If you're going to give your keeper up, don't give it to 0.
No.
Just runs the whole length of the pitch. He's just taking these short touches. He's like 20 yards out. He's just touching it towards the goal, and he rolls it, and you think he's going to take one more touch, but he just turns and pisses off to the corner flag to celebrate, and it just trundles into the goal like just before the defender clears it. He's already off dancing like that. It's amazing.
Did it go in?
Yeah. Barely. I think he must have been shitting himself.
That's got to be on YouTube, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Can you watch it after this?
Of course we can.
Thank Christ.
It was so enjoyable. It's like, hey. The defender's like, I'm going to make you like a tits. But he didn't.
It's really great. I just love the celebrating. It's like it's gone in. It's like when a pitcher. It's much more cool than that. But
like the bat flip.
No. When a pitcher.
Oh, the pitcher.
I used to do this all the time. I would throw a curveball, and I would know that the guy wasn't going to swing at it, but it was going to strike him out.
Oh, just like while it's in flight, you
just
sort of turn around.
Yeah, I would do this. I would do that, and then just like walk towards the dugout as it's in air.
Yeah, looking at the batter all the way, right? Just staring at him like, ooh. Anyway, 0. One of my favourite players of all time.
Yeah.
Terrific.
Great. May he rest.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, left this earth, age 27 in a car accident?
Oh, yeah, it's like 13, 14 years ago. Poor little fella.
Unfortunate. Great
player, though. And, he's more memorable than any number of shitey Aberdeen players that played in the interim. We all remember Lee Hines, don't we? What a piece of shit he was.
I don't have anything to drink.
Sorry.
Hold on. Let's do this.
All right, a toast to 0.
Toast to 0.
As a practicing Muslim, he'd probably appreciate that.
No, of course he wouldn't.
Well, he's dead, doesn't matter what he thinks. That's a bit savage. Wait, Man City Tottenham this weekend? That'll be good, won't it?
That would be really good. Alright, to Hakeem.
Hicham.
Just
say 0.
To 0.
To 0. Good man. What other games this weekend?
Tottenham Man City, 11:30 our time.
On Sunday? Like the late one on Sunday?
No, on Saturday.
Oh, Saturday?
Yeah, it's on NBC. You can watch it even.
Oof. Mm-hmm. We should just go to the Highbury and get buckled.
Actually, that'd be kind of fun.
See ya. I haven't done that in a couple of years. Jesus Christ. Getting all sweaty. Like
I don't remember the last time I was at the Highbury since we moved.
I think the last game I watched there was the opening game Swansea-Chelsea.
Yeah.
Last season.
That's the last time I've been there as well.
You were
for a game. That was... Oof.
Never mind. What other games are this week?
What do you mean never mind? We should talk about that.
What?
There's a guy that looks like Diego Costa's retarded cousin that...
You can't say that anymore.
I just did, so it happened.
It's totally...
And he was talking shit about Fabianski. And then...
You defended your goalkeeper?
I defended my goalkeeper, and...
As any teammate would. Or a guy in a bar thousands of miles away.
And who scored the first goal in that game?
For Swansea?
Oh, Ayew.
Ayew.
Yeah, that was true. That was a great goal. Little pullback with his left foot and then back in.
Well, then you got the penalty.
The penalty in the second half, Begovic off. Or Courtois off, Begovic on. They got sent down to 10 men.
Oh, yeah.
Because Courtois came out and just smothered Gomes.
I remember he was injured at the start of the season, but it must have been after that. I don't know. Who cares?
Those are the glory days.
What other games are on this weekend? I bet there's some good ones.
There's not, actually, Dave. I've looked at the schedule many times, and there's not that many great games.
Oh, come on.
Swansea, Liverpool, West Brom, Sunderland, crap. Crystal Palace, Everton, crap. Middlesbrough, West Ham, crap.
All right, great. That's a turd.
Isn't it bad?
All right, quick.
Look at Sunday. Sunday's terrible.
Super Sunday, they call it in Britain.
It's terrible.
Quickly, Serie A, real quick.
Ooh.
Is Bundesliga back this year? Is it next weekend? One more week for Bundesliga?
I think they have one more week.
All right.
Serie. Well, we got one game that we know is happening that we're gonna watch and